if he is back, I mean, would you like to reduce Tony's workload a little bit?
I would, yeah. I mean, Tony's carrying the ball a lot. You know, and it's you see it's wearing on him at this point, and we like to get Tajay back to help that and let those guys rotate more. I wouldn't say he had a setback. It's just the nature of hamstrings where you try to open and try to go, and then you feel it, and it doesn't feel as good the next day, and it's just kind of an up and down thing with soft tissue. And hopeful that we have a chance to see him again this week, but I was hopeful last week and all that, so I'll refrain from being hopeful at this stage, and we'll just see where he comes out at the end of the week. But I would definitely like to get him going and get him back rolling.
I think it's to run around for 10 seconds and play some offense there.
There's two theories that go into that. Sometimes it's you max pressure him, which is something that we've done before. That sometimes allows the ball to get out quick, but you're one-on-one everywhere, and you're playing in a zero coverage element, which is again part of it. Or you rush three and cover and hope you force the quarterback into a decision. Now you got bodies everywhere, and you can plaster and they do run around some. So yeah, it's a philosophical thing, and you go back and forth on when and where it's the right time to deploy either one of those things, whether you max drop or max pressure. And we decided to max drop it, and ultimately it almost worked. He had a lot of time back there, and we should have had him down on the ground once for sure. And then they're hitting them down to the ground as the ball is getting thrown, and the guy makes a great play. I mean, I don't really have much of an answer for that, but it's either one. You're in those spots. You're usually thinking max pressure, max coverage, and then went with the max coverage answer.
It can't be kind of normal.
You can. I mean, yeah. There's different philosophies on it, but you could four-man rush it and play normal coverage too. There's sort of three options there, and we picked the max coverage option at that point, and almost ultimately worked. But then you can't have them go for 11 and a half seconds. I mean, that can't happen. So yeah, it's all part of the business. The players they're aware, they understand, they know. I won't address anything unless there's something to address. If we have something to address, then I will. And I can't say whether or not there will be or there won't be, but I just know that it's part of the business. It's not a fun part of the business, and you just try to be as transparent as you can and let guys know what's happening if there is something that happens.
Some of the guys that said you showed us, you had a slideshow, the different people behind the scenes work within the building. Where did you get that?
That is a good question. I've been waiting to feel that, sort of all season long, and we haven't done a very good job. That was the first time, this season where I haven't felt like it was like, oh no, here comes the negative stuff. Like our guys finally got to the point where it was like, no, we got you. I got you. We'll make the play here. Hey, offense didn't do great. Defense went and stepped up. Defense gives up a touchdown. We go answer with a touchdown drive. It just we complement each other well. Our guys are playing for each other. They're playing together. That was the most sort of connected I felt our team in the course of the early part of the season, and it's one of the things we talk about all the time. And to see that turn in that game in that moment was I think important for us. And they did a really nice job of not ever flinching when things went bad and that was something we've been trying to get over for a while, and hopefully this is the first time ends up being the one of many when we need it. So it was really positive and encouraging to see that happen.
Early heads up there.
Kaylee gave us the heads up.
Nice. Okay. Just the two updates is the same ones from last night that didn't look good. Obviously aren't going to be good between Cushenberry and Diggs. Those guys will miss significant time, likely. Very, very likely to head to IR when we make those moves. So disappointed for them. That's a bummer. Those guys are really doing a nice job playing for us. So that's disappointing for them and for us. So that's likely to be the case in the outcome here. Other than that, just going to be the same. A lot of the same this week as it was last week. We got guys that are fighting. We got some things that take some time. We'll probably have a bunch of guys off to manage practice, and we'll have guys missing practice, and we'll have a lengthy injury report, I'm sure, throughout the course of the week, and then we'll get to Sunday and see where we're at. So there'll be a bunch of names listed, and some guys resting, some guys banged up. So just anticipate that from an injury report standpoint. Same type of guy. He's where he's supposed to be. He knows what to do. He knows how to do it, and he finds ways to continue to perform. And he's put together two back